Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle comic review of Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword, or Red Sonja. Someone corrected me and said, Red Sonja, Fire and Fury in the Age of Conan. Now, this is 1978. This is issue 14. I've got quite a few of these ones, as well as the Marvel feature ones. This one's River of the Dead. Well, actually, it isn't, because if you go inside, An Evening on the Border. I think actually that probably River of the Dead is actually a nicer title, but still. An Evening on the Border inside, and 1978, and it's by Sal Buscema as the guest penciler. Roy Thomas, of course, doing the writing and editing. I've got, like I say, quite a few of them, but I'm just going to point out this. The Further Adventures of Red Sonja. This is volume 1. I don't think there ever was a volume 2, and it's because Red Sonja now is with Dynamite, and Dynamite's doing their 50th anniversary, bringing out a load of books. Unfortunately, all the books I would love to see them bring out, they're not bringing out. They're bringing out Invincible Red Sonja, which I am looking forward to. But they're not bringing out the gallery, it looks like, anyway. The gallery editions 1, 2 and 3, which I would love to see. I think that's what they're called, artist editions. Also, they're not bringing out the Art of books. I would love to see those. I've got volume 2, but not volume 1. But still. They are bringing out an omnibus collection that collects this, Further Adventures of Red Sonja, Volume 1, but not Volume 2 because it doesn't seem to exist, as well as 1, 2 and 3. And they're actually in the back here. You've got here the Red Sonja, Volume 1, Volume 2 and Volume 3. And now these contain Marvel Feature Presents, as it says there. We never think of it as that. Marvel Feature 1 to 7, as well as the Red Sonja 1 to 7, and also number 8 to 15, as well as apparently the material in here. I think it's going to be slightly bigger. Now, I was not particularly enamoured by the colouring, and these are actually the black and white ones. They've gone for colouring for this one. And the colours I found actually quite nice in this, weirdly. The black and white ones really come out pretty decent, but the colour ones just did not do it for me. I think they're actually very similar to this. And when you compare it with the originals, which I'm just going to go through that one, I just didn't feel happy with it. But they are bringing out a massive, I think it's about 688-page omnibus edition. I probably will still go for it. But still, I'd prefer if they bring it out in the original, would be even nicer. But they're not. Doesn't look like it anyway. I might be wrong. Maybe they'll bring it out, but I suspect not. Just great artwork all the way through. And I really enjoy these stories. For a character that really didn't feature in R.E. Howard, she's had quite a lot of adventures over the years, and I've always enjoyed many of them. Now, I haven't followed all of the Dynamite ones. There's so many. There's Queen Sonya, and as well as Invincible. There's with Barbarella probably, and probably everyone else with the New Seekers. I don't know. But there's a lot of other ones that they probably brought out. I love this one, though. This is a great... Even though this is by Sal Buscema, I preferred the Frank Thorne, but I'm just going to mention there's something in the back, that somewhere in here, they mentioned something, and I thought, oh, I didn't realise that. But still, let's just go through the actual comic itself. And you can see it's slightly got... Now, I don't know if she can see that. There's no mention of that. But the fact that he's sort of got a slight glow would make you slightly suspicious about this character. Is he real? And, of course, we find out a bit more about him. They go to the River of the Dead, which, of course, is the title on the front cover. And they go, you've got all these various dubious characters. You know they're going to, of course, meet, but are already dead. But anyway, still, Red Sonja, of course, finishes him off 2 or 3 times, as you do. Shogun Warriors. I remember that one. I assume there's never been any collection of those. Be nice, though. What's this one you've got here? Coneheads. Obviously, L.A. Ferrara, Miss Carter, and many others there. And, of course, you've got this guy. Of course, you know this. He's obviously trouble. But anyway, he throws these diamonds to her, and, of course, that's part of the deal. And she's dragged away. But I love these ones as well. 2001. I still haven't got a copy of that. One day I probably will get one. But you've got here the giant superhero holiday grab bags, Doctor Strange, and Oz one. I assume the Marvellous Wizard of Oz, I assume, or whatever it is. But they'll hopefully get that at some point. That's pretty horrible fate, isn't it? I mean, they didn't mess around with these ones. That's her fate. And I'm not going to tell the full story, but the artwork is superb. Really, really love the story. And, well, You can guess that she survives because there's an issue 15. This is obviously issue 14, and that was it. Now, weirdly, and I've never understood why, that there's a volume 3 listing for these, and you can find them. They're not that easy to get. Likewise, these are not very easy to get in the UK. You get 1 or 2 issues for some weird reason, but many of the issues seem to be mainly available in the US. I don't understand that. But still, great little story. You got obviously Diamond, they're fighting away. Why? Why are they fighting? They're in wherever it is. Then she remembers the handmaidens and she goes off to have yet more fights, as, of course, she always does. She's unstoppable, of course. Other than Conan, there's always that great storylines when they have those. But still, you got this. I love these bullpen. Now, you've got Battlestar Galactica came out at the same time, so you can see there. Well, obviously, the original Battlestar Galactica, I loved the later series. It was okay, the original. I mean, I enjoyed it at the time. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it, because I did. But I always love these ones as well. I did actually have one when I went over the States. Yeah, at least said about that. Anyway, I know other people, I'm certain, love them, but I was not. But you got here Savage Sword, you can see all the various titles that were out. And of course, you got Black Panther there. And of course, Stan's Soapbox. But there is, I'm just going to now have a quick look to find it. And here it is. Mentions this. Did this ever come out? I would love to know. The long delayed Red Sonja, and I must look actually, maybe it hasn't just completely escaped me. Red Sonja, $1.50 super special by Frank Thorne. There. So that's the reason why he was apparently he's finishing off this super special. But I don't particularly recall it. Maybe I think it was a magazine. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what it was. It's possible. That's another one that I've got to look out for, I guess, at some point. But still, I love these issues. And as I said, there's always these collections as well. Now, I did enjoy this one, The Further Adventures of Red Sonja. It's really odd. But I wish that, I don't know, I assume that there were many more additional sort of black and white stories that they obviously never got around to reprinting. It'd be nice if they continued with those. Maybe there wasn't, I don't know. I haven't got many black and white ones. I've got the odd Savage Sword of Conan UK edition, and I've got also Cullet and the Barbarians. I think there was that. But you've got this one, of course. They've got a few examples of Red Sonja there. Different, obviously, Frank Thorne's one there. See there. But I really... And the artwork and the colouring and things, it all changed. There was quite a lot of variety in this. You can see all the various... There, you can see it contains ones from Savage Sword of Conan, 192, all over the place, actually. 194, 195, 230, 233. So you've got those, as well as 48, 157. I don't know if they appeared, else other stories were missed out or not. But still, because it says Volume 1, I just am assuming that there was obviously some continuations. Now, I love Esteban Maroto. How's the artwork? Yeah, it's okay. Again, absolutely okay, but not in the style that I really loved his sort of 1960s ones. I just always enjoyed those. But still, I am looking forward to getting that omnibus, even though I might afterwards regret it. But we'll see. So this is Red Sonja. I've got a few issues I'm still missing, and that's probably why I'm going to go for the omnibus, because I think that it's going to be very hard, unless I've got a bit of luck, suddenly someone's putting on issue 15 and a few other issues that I'm missing. I think it's going to be a struggle to find them. I've looked for ages for issue 15. Doesn't seem to come up at all in the UK. Now, of course, I can buy them in the US, but sometimes you look at it, it says postage £42 or something, you think, I'm not spending £42 for postage of a comic. That's just, yes. But still, absolutely brilliant stories. Red Sonja. I love all, of course, R.E. Howard's, the Conan ones, King Kull, Solomon Kane, and many others. But this is always a fond set of stories by Frank Thorne, and obviously in this case, Sal Buscema. So, totally recommended series of comics, Red Sonja, issue 14.